everybody, the fix is in now. That's me. I'm the fix. And today, I don't know if there's really a problem and solution. There probably is, but it's a much more complex problem with a more complex solution than we have time for. But I am on this road, which is it's actually not a road. It used to be a road that's behind what used to be the hospital in the town I live in. And this road during the summer was completely covered in vegetation and you could barely get through. And now they've obviously cut all of it down and laid straw. And it is because there is a construction site up above, or right in front of us, which I am heading towards, which is the construction site behind my house. Just wanted to check it out from this side. And so I guess when you're hooked into the city, you can get favors like have the entire street cleared so you can get your vehicles in to do the construction from the backside, which I'm imagining that city tax dollars paid for. And in my opinion, the construction company should have to bear that cost because they're the ones using it, because they're not going to actually turn this street back into a usable street. I already asked about that. They're not doing that because this particular development is a cul-de-sac. And so there will not be it's not going to be a through street, it's going to be a dead end. So there was no reason for the city to have to pay to have this done. So I'm just curious. So I guess, the problem is favors that larger companies or corporations get from city government and the use of our tax dollars that we as average citizens would not get or have access to. So that is a huge problem, and that's what I mean by it's a more complex problem with not an easy solution other than to get rid of the people in office who hand out those types of favors. And this is a Department of Public Works situation because that's the sign down at the end. So this ties back to the guy who is taking $260,000 a year. Other DWP commissioners, or DPW, commissioners in the nation have an average salary of around $75,000 to $80,000. So the smell of corruption, it starts locally. It always starts locally. Problem, once again, we'll just call it corruption. Solution, get involved in your local politics, pay attention to what's going on around you, ask a lot of questions of your city council and of your local elected and appointed officials, because you have a right to know what they are doing. You have a right to know what your money is being spent on. You have a right to know what they're up to, because sometimes they are up to no good. So let me just take my mask off for a minute or two, since there are literally no people around me. I'm in the woods, sort of. Well, what used to be the woods, because if you look over here, you can kind of see that through that area, you can see over to the other side where they actually stripped all the woods out and they're building condos. And then where I'm heading to is up here, and they've stripped all those trees out as well, the ones right behind my house, and they're building single family homes, and they're doing the cheapest job possible. Let me tell you, I've got footage of that. If you can cut a corner, you've cut it. Amazing. And they'll still charge like $350,000, $400,000 and call them luxury homes. It's like, just because a house is big doesn't mean it's luxury. And also the footprint on these things, I would say at least 30%. Well, we'll say 25% of the footprint of the home is actually the garage. So you're paying a hell of a lot of money to store your car. So anyway, people need to think about these things. Anywho, Oh, so this is why they're doing it. Buried gas line. That's why they did this. They're connecting the gas line. Yeah, that's what it is. So all these little flags are going to be going up to the development because they're going to have to connect it to city gas. Interesting. So that's why they did it. Okay, so I can get off my high horse and stop being all pissy. Heading over into, here we go, the construction site from this end. Interesting. Coming at it from this side to see WTF they're up to over here. Very interesting. Yeah, there they are. Moving shit around, making a big mess, doing whatever the fuck it is that they do. They have, look at this. So they must be putting a house over here. Yeah, they are going to put a house over here. I didn't think they were. But clearly, they're excavating out to put one more home over here. Interesting. Anywho, that is it. Thank you guys for joining me. Sorry about the fog. It's a very misty day, and I've got mask fog too. So anyway, the fix is out now. Thank you. Bye-bye.